Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to Edgerunners HQ and our Cyberpunk RED talk show, Night City Sofa. I am your host, Jesper, alongside my co-host, Games End. Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Tired. A little bit tired.
Well, hopefully this will
coffee.
help wake you up. You need that. Well, coffee would help. So before we get into the show this evening, just a reminder, if you have any questions or comments about anything that's going on, please do ask in chat. We will be keeping our eyes on it. So post and we'll be able to answer, which is one of the cool things about Night City Sofa, as we get to talk to you. So do not hesitate.
We can interact.
Yes, that's the word. Alright, so during tonight's episode of Night City Sofa, we're going to be actually playtesting a homebrew minigame I'm in the process of writing. And it's called, as it's tentatively called, Looking for Love. And it requires the Digital Dating of the Dark Future DLC, official DLC, which you can see the picture, there we go, on the screen, that you can download over on the Talsorian Games website. It's also part of Interface RED Volume 3, if you have that. You can also download them over in a bundle by year over on TTRPG. And just as a reminder, or just as a note, I guess, a note, for those of you who may not be aware, our Talsorian Games updated their store page today, so it looks all shiny and fancy and new, and you can sort items by product type now, which is really, really nice. And if you get any of the digital copies via their web store, you can use code EHQ, as in Edgerunners HQ, and get 10% off your order. So if you want to go check that out, save yourself a little bit of money, and yeah. There you go. For now, I guess for this little mini game homebrew thing that I've created, Games and I were talking, we were discussing because I want to release something for, Valentine's Day that's coming up, and I had this idea of doing a kind of reality dating show type thing, and this is what I've come up with. It's not great, it's still in
Jess,
draft.
Say 3 nice things about your DLC.
I've created little date cards and they look really, really cool. I like the colors.
Nice, good.
They're bright pink and it's pretty. I'm actually promoting it for once on the show, thanks to Heroic for the suggestion that I start doing it. So I'm proud of myself for being
Nice.
brave and doing it ahead of time. And it's better than it was. It's better than a rough amoeba concept.
I accept this.
Okay. There you go. Those are my 3 nice things. So guys, we're talking, and I kind of want to do like a reality show. This is what I've got, is you use the digital dating DLC to kind of go on a series of dates that the audience would, vote for. So depending on your score at the end, that's kind of like the audience's score of how much they enjoyed it. And if you were the top contestant of that week, you win a trip for, I think you and a friend is how I've roughly figured this out, to go on like this yacht. Friend, I don't know. You and a +1 get to go to, I don't know, a party on a yacht. I thought of it like 5 minutes before the show, where I was like, well, maybe it should be Hammered Industries, and it's like a cruise ship that goes up along the waterway between, Canada and Night City, bringing their stuff.
Right.
But it's
actually them bringing goods into the country, but
yeah. Think of like the Duff blimp. The Duff, is it a Duff beer or party blimp or whatever, where it's a party blimp, but it's also, but there's also functionality to it. So
right.
But what I wanted this to be was, I also wanted it to be like a plot hook or a gig jump off point, where if you had to get on the yacht, or you knew someone influential was going to be on the yacht, this was a way your crew could attempt to sneak in, is by participating in this dating reality show. So kind of a gig, kind of a mini game. I don't know. It's a thing.
I love it. It's very versatile.
There we go. It's versatile. 4 nice things games. It's 4 nice things to So Games has been kind enough to be a guinea pig for this. You guys, if you would like to play at home, please do so. All you need is the digital dating DLC and something to write on and or with. If it's just a word on your computer that you can type up, go do that. Or a book with pen. And some dice. I guess
eyeliner.
In theory, you will need some dice. But yeah, so Games is going to start. I'm going to track his progress on screen for you. And where's my actual DLC notes so I know how to score this? Okay, so the rules that I have are as follows. You can, so your dates obviously have to be streamed to the garden dating, or to the garden, you know, with the appropriate hashtags or whatever. Each contestant can only go on 1 date per day. Only 5 dates count, but you can go on a max of 7 dates. We'll talk about that depending on how game scores. Whoever you were going on a date with needs to be different each time, obviously. Before you go on date 6 or 7, if you choose to replace one of your earlier dates, you have to determine which date you're going to cut from your score before going on your new date. So you don't get to like roll the new date and be like, oh, I'm going to replace it with this one. Like, you have to cut one of them first and commit to that decision before going on your new hopefully better date. If the audience is unhappy with your choice,
it's not best of 7 then?
You could. No, it's not. You take a gamble, my guy. Also, if the audience really liked your date and you don't roll well, you could take a penalty for scrapping a date that they really enjoyed. So keep that, and we'll keep that in mind. We'll get to that, I'm sure. So first things first, let's find out what Games' character. I'm going to say that this is not Wraith. But let's let's see what you learn about your first date. So using the keyword table, I want you to roll 2 keywords that will describe your date.
And these are D100, yeah?
These are D100, yes.
That's a 64.
64 is medtech.
Okay. And a 72.
Optimistic.
Okay.
What is the name or handle of your date, by the way? Date number 1. Chat.
Suture.
Okay, suture. Done. Is that how you spell suture? Is there an E?
I don't know.
Psh, that's how they
Dark
spell it.
suture.
Okay. Next game, can you roll a D6 to tell me if it's evens or odds, and then a D10?
It was an odd.
Mm-hmm.
It was the number 1. And I am rolling my D10. I got a 10.
Okay, so you're going to Pacifica Playground. So this was to find out where your date's location is.
Okay.
Oops. Not typing in the right. Also, I realized that the text I've used for like within these boxes are not great, but that's alright. I'm just going to ignore that. So I need a D6 to find out what you're doing on your date.
Okay. I show up early and well dressed. 4.
Shell and shell casing hunting on the beach.
Okay.
Okay. Beach. So, part of the scoring is if it's a new district that you've never been to, you get a point. Given that there are 20 different locations, you should always get a point for district. And then you get points based on the keywords. If you think your date has matched the keywords and it is like an optimal date for that person, you get points. I don't feel like shell and shell casing. No, you know what? I will give you, it's up to your GM, I will give you optimistic. That feels like a very optimistic type of date. That you're hoping to get shells and or shell casings. So I will give you
the shell's optimistic. The
for
shell
matching
casing's
optimistic.
realistic.
I don't think it matches medtech, but I will give you optimistic, so you'll get 1 point for keyword.
Okay, alright.
Next we're gonna go to how does your date go. Now, normally per the digital date path, you roll for the entire date and then roll individually For this, it's not. You roll separately for the beginning, the middle, the end. People like weird and eccentric things, so you get 2 points for a weird date. You only get 1 point if it's like a good part of the date. If you get ghosted at the very beginning of the date, like if you pitch this to your date and they do not show up, you get 3 points times how many times you've been ghosted at the beginning. If they ghost you throughout the date, if it just like ends, then it just ends, you get no points. So games, the first thing I need you to do is roll a d10 to see if it is a good, weird, or ghosted beginning.
I got a 9.
That means you got ghosted.
That's not good.
No. So date... date number 1.
She couldn't have been that optimistic then.
No. But you do get 3 points because they didn't show up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's all you get. So you get a score of 3 for that date.
Okay.
That's unfortunately it. I'm gonna have to fix these.
I'm gonna shake it off, have a good day, go to the gym.
You go shell casing and it does great.
Yeah, I find the coolest shells.
Okay. Oh, let's see if I can figure this out.
I'm gonna post the shells that I find on my garden.
Like bullet shells. Shell
Well,
casing.
both. Yeah. Seashells and bullet shells.
Not
I
seashells.
post on the-
Just just shells. Okay. Well, that was so. Fortunately, your first date did not go great. I can't believe you got ghosted off the start.
It's alright.
Roll me
I'm
2
gonna bounce back.
100s.
80. I can't read it. 86
Rocker boy.
and 25.
Drinking.
Okay.
What's their name? Their handle?
Their handle is Blackout.
Love it. That's perfect. All right. Roll me a d6 for even odds and a d10 to find out which district you go into.
4 for so evens,
Mm-hmm.
and the D10 is 2.
Watson.
Okay. All right. We're drinking in Watson.
Drinking in Watson, so you get 1 point because it's a new district.
Yeah.
All right. So Watson, roll me d6.
3.
Corporate picnic lunch in a park near Watson Central Cube Life.
We're gonna get blackout drunk at a corporate.
I'm not sure that this matches either of those keywords, buddy.
No.
I will
no, it
say,
does
you know
not.
what? No, I will say because you get to choose kind of the date and how it's gonna go. If you want to drink during your picnic lunch, I will
Yeah.
give you your point for drinking.
Okay.
All right. So
There
roll
will be
me-
drinking.
Yeah, roll me a d10 to see how it went.
I got a 10.
Buddy, could you stop rolling
I
so
should
high?
use a different D10.
You should. But you get 6 points. So, because it's 3 times
Good.
2. How many times you've been ghosted at the beginning of your date? Because it's the sympathy, it's the pity date, right? His audience is like, oh
Yeah.
man, this poor guy. He keeps going out trying to like prepare these dates, and they're just like not interesting.
So I have a harder time brushing this one off. I do go to the park and drink by myself.
There's a lot of empathetic audience members on the garden for you. They're like, screw that person,
Okay.
screw Blackout. This was an
For
actual game.
date 3,
I
I'm gonna show up
will say.
mostly well dressed and pretty much on time.
Roll me 2d100s for your keywords.
63.
Medtech again.
Oh, damn it. And 13.
Brave. What is their name?
Siren.
Ooh. Alright, I need evens, odds, and a d10, so d6, d10.
The d6 is a 1 again, so that's odds. The d10 is a 2 again, so we're still in Watson.
Nope. Odds 2, so Upper Marina.
Ooh, nice.
So that is a new district, so you do get an additional point. Oh! I did this wrong. I'm sorry. You don't get 3 and 6. You get, because it was district point plus your keyword point plus 3, the first date was actually worth 5, not 3. And your second date, because you got the district and a keyword, is worth 8, not 6.
Nice.
Okay. There we go. Day number 3. So D6 for Upper Marina?
Yep. And that's a 2.
Rent a jet ski and enjoy the bay.
Okay, I can see how that could be brave.
Yeah. I will say, as your GM in this instance, I will give you 1 point for brave. Now, buddy, in order to properly test this, if you could please roll me a d10 and just not roll a 9 or a 10.
I got a 7.
Thank fuck. It is a weird beginning. So now I need you to roll. Woo. I think it's d6. Nope, I lied. Oh no, it is d6. I'm good. A 2?
Yep.
Your date is not the person from the picture of their profile.
Okay, alright, that's fine.
Okay, so roll me a d10. Low.
8. 8.
8 is still weird. 8 is still weird. Thank
Okay.
goodness. Because it's only on a 9 or 10 that you get ghosted. So weird middle is another d6, please.
1? Or no, wait. What is the skull on our days? It's a 6.
6.
I got a 6.
They talk about their family the entire time. You learn a lot. Now, technically, we would roll on the, what is it? The original family background and family crisis. So if you're doing this, by all means, like if this is for a plot thing or you're running this for like a single player, fill all that out. We're going to skip it for this playtest. Roll me another d10.
Another good reason we don't need to do it is because they're doing this while we're jet skiing, so I'm hearing nothing about their family.
No, you stopped. You stopped at one point to enjoy the bay, and they've just talked the entire time.
I got a 3.
On your d10?
Yeah.
It's a good ending. Not a weird one.
Oh, good.
Just a good end. Which is actually impressive, because that, I believe, gets you more points. So roll me d6.
6.
The date ended too soon to learn anything more.
Okay.
So normally you only get 1 point for a good section, but you also learn one weird thing, which I forgot to add to this. So I'll have to fix my template. This is why you playtest, guys. So roll me a d... Oh no, it's evens or odds. Evens, nothing weird. Odds, you get a quirk, so...
I got a 3.
So that's odd, so roll a d10.
3.
Your date also talked about their ex a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is ending too soon. I hardly feel like I know you at all.
You know what? It never says that they ended the date. You can 100% walk away. So you get 1 point for being a good ending, but you also get 2 additional points for having that odd thing happen. So total of 3.
Nice.
So now we get to go to the post-date review. I need you to roll evens or odds.
I rolled odds 5.
If odd, they're just not that into you and beg off. So they just needed someone to vent to, I guess.
I was free counseling.
So hang on though, but you do get points for this. If they choose to call you, you get a point. But if they aren't interested, but the date total is 8 or more, you get 2 points. And you had 9.
Nice.
So they're not going to contact you. So you get 2 points because the audience is like, what the fuck? You were so nice. You listened to all this chatting and they were just like, no. So they kind of like a little bit outraged. So you get 2 extra points for that. And then that's it. So the post-date stuff we don't have to worry about. So you get a total of 11 points on that date.
Yay!
Yeah. Date 3 went much better. You had a rough start, buddy. You had a rough start. But date 3 went much better.
Yeah. I'm working up to greatness.
Yeah. Shall we move on to date 4?
Sure.
Sorry, Heroic just said the best part is that this is reality show. So the med tech, who is not the med tech in the photo, just trauma dumped to you on TV.
And then was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna hang out with him again.
Yep. Okay, so 2 D100s, please.
I've gotten my spirit back. I show up on time, dress nicely. I got a 6.
Affectionate.
Good. Always great. 32.
Fishing.
Fishing?
Fishing.
Okay. Alright. Yeah.
I didn't create it. It's just what it is. What's their name?
Evens. Oh, their name. Blush.
Okay. And yeah, your D10 evens what?
9.
The outskirts.
Okay.
Well, you will get a point for being a new district. Let's see how well this
It's gonna
works.
be a weird date.
Give me a D6.
5.
Dude, you were so close to the 6 was like you'd find a secret waterfall. I could have maybe given you fishing for that. But no, you're going off-roading in the Badlands, and Nope. Sorry.
Yeah. 0 points on that one.
0 points for keywords on that one. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so roll me a D10. Please don't roll a 9 or a 10.
A 3.
Okay, it's a good beginning. So roll me
Yay.
a D6.
D6, 1.
You learned something new about them. You can roll in the keywords table to get a new keyword.
Nice. 35.
Not the keywords page anymore. 35. I feel like we've done this. They are a foodie.
Oh.
You, my thing is breaking. You still don't get a point for keyword.
While we were out, off-roading, they were like, I really enjoy paninis. And I was like, cool.
You talked about fishing, and they were like, hey, do you know how to make a great fish? Roll me another D10 to see how the middle of the date went.
5.
Weird middle, that's good. Oh, sorry, you get 1 point for good. Roll me d6.
5.
Middle. They tell you about 3 of their most hated enemies. So this, you would roll 3 times on the your enemies table. This is pretty impressive to admit on a reality show. Some of these I'm like, maybe I should write my own things, but I think this is just funnier.
When they're like, yeah, and you know who I really hate? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you know, we're recording this, right?
They
yeah,
bleep it
and
out.
also my sister.
They bleep it out. I hit. Alright, and one last D10 to see how it ends.
I'm on, like, low. 6.
6 is weird. So give me another.
And another 6.
Are those the saves for death dice?
Yeah.
They might be weighted. Okay, weird date and another 6. Oh, the date ended too soon to learn anything more.
Aww.
Right. Well, you do get 2 points for that. So now we get to go to the post. Oh, I guess the post-date review should be before the aftermath. Oops. I'll have to fix this.
You can fix it in post.
Fixing it now, at least in this one, so I remember. So was it evens odds? Yep, evens odds.
Even.
They do. They wanted the date.
Yay!
So you get 1 point for a successful date.
Probably
and then we
to kill their enemies.
Do you do they actually contact you? So I need a D10.
Okay. D10. I got a 9.
You get ghosted.
They're like, yeah, I'd go out with him again.
Yeah, so they say yes.
Gave me the wrong number.
But then they don't. So there's actually, so I actually have points for this. Hang on a second. If they ghosted you but your date score was 5 or greater, like overall, and it was 6, you get an additional 3 points.
Nice.
From the audience, because the audience, I don't know, they could be either mad, they could be upset, they could just be confused. But they're intrigued. They're intrigued that it seemed like a good date, and then you just got ghosted. So, this one was worth...
This is like my real dating life.
10 points. Congratulations, yeah. Alright. And date number 5. I guess we'll start with the keywords.
I got a 62.
Media. Oh, God.
And a 27.
Elf lines on lines. Let's go.
ELO media, huh?
An ELO fan of media. What is their handle or name?
Oh, I don't know. Chat, anybody? Media names?
Media handles, let us know. We'll fill it in. So I need an even or odd roll from you?
Even?
Okay. And D10?
7.
Haywood. Santo Domingo.
Okay.
So, point, because that's new.
And I got a 4 for my
Your D6.
what we're doing on the date. Yeah.
Racing road bikes together.
Okay.
I like that it says want to race road bikes together ? But that's what you're doing. Yeah, no, Moxie's not. Moxie's in a serious relationship. She's not going on a date, but thank you. I don't see that matches any of your keywords. Unfortunately, you'll get 0 for that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how your date went. So I need a D10.
5.
That's a weird date.
Good.
Also,
Love weird dates.
if you want to, you don't have to roll like the D6. If you want to roll like the D10, 1, 2, 3 to see like beginning, middle, end, and then the details, you're more than welcome to. I think it's more fun to do it this way to see how it went.
Right.
What did you roll?
I got a 1.
On your D6?
Yeah.
For the weird beginning? Oh my god, they tell you about 3 of their most recent tragic romances.
Good.
The audience is hooked.
I tell them about the dates I've been on this week.
While you guys are racing road bikes.
I have a right. I got a 3 on the middle.
On the D10, okay, so that's a good part of the date. So D6.
3.
They tell you about a previous relationship. Roll a D10.
Okay. 4.
On evens, the relationship ended well.
Good. So they tell me about a good relationship now.
That ended well.
Okay.
The audience is kind of bored, not gonna lie. You're like, whatever.
Right, they're tuning out.
Yeah.
And I got a 5 for the end of my date.
That is another weird ending. So, roll D6.
Why can't they just have good dates? 2.
You learn about their values and outlook on life. So you would roll
Oh.
on your motivations and relationships table. But we're not.
I feel like that went pretty well.
I think so. So let's head to the post-date review.
Glow is the medium.
Ooh, I like that. All right. So post-date review. Do they contact you? I believe it's evens odds.
I got evens.
Evens, they want another date.
Yay.
But do they contact you? Roll me D10.
8.
They will contact you again. So they do contact you.
Nice.
So you don't get any points for them contacting you, because obviously it's a happy ending for you.
Right.
So total, that's 5, 6, 7. Total of 7 for that date.
Okay.
So those are your 5 dates. So your score...
I would like... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'd like to replace that first date.
The first date. With suture.
That's... Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna just put a mark here. That this is being replaced. So because you were replacing this one, just so you're aware, your score for being ghosted for blackout will only be 3 points instead of 6.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. So that will drop. So when we replace a score which should not be problematic, So it's 5. The audience total score was 5 for that one? Yeah, it was. What you need to do... I haven't done this a lot. Please hold.
You good?
Okay. You have to roll a d10 and get equal or greater than the audience score in order for the audience to approve the removal of the original date. So you need to get 5 or higher on a d10.
I got a 4.
Okay, that's okay. If the roll is lower, the audience is not in favor of this change. They thought it was hilarious that you started 2 horrible dates and then it got better, so no. So you can either subtract the points equal to the difference, which would only be 1.
Okay.
That's it. So you would start this new day at a -1, or you can try to win them over by recording a video of your reasoning. So you can make a conversation skill check where the DV is 10 plus the date score, so it would be DV of 15. You do take a -1 penalty because that was the difference between their resist.
I will make the plea video.
Okay.
But like,
I will give you a...
hey, sometimes I just want to find love, and like, it's really hard when people don't show up. So I'm gonna get back out there and try again.
I'll give you a base 10 in conversation.
Okay, I'm gonna spend all my luck. I rolled a 7, so I got a 16 total.
Which beats the 15 that you needed to beat. So, they accept your video and they're like, yeah, okay, that's fair. And they'll let you go on this date without any penalties.
Nice.
Yeah.
I really hope I get ghosted.
That would be fucking hilarious. Okay, so let's, the keywords we start with. Yes? Yes. D-hundreds.
Yep. I got 18.
Charming.
Ooh, charming. I got 80.
Quiet. That's an odd pairing. They're quiet
Yeah,
and
it is.
charming.
Right.
Do we have a handle? Does chat have a handle? Chat, think of a handle. Or a name. It could just be a name.
Right.
Games, evens, odds. And then D10.
Odds. Odd. 3.
University district.
Okay, alright.
Sorry, 1. And... D6?
Oh, and in my plea video, I played Sarah McLachlan's Arms of the Angels in the background.
You get copyright and
Show
strike.
black and
Music
white.
is removed.
I got a 4.
Your date wants to show you their new research project.
Okay. Love it.
All right. I will give you a point for charming because I think that is pretty adorable
Okay.
that they want to show you their research project.
Can I get a point for quiet? Because universities have libraries, and you have to be quiet in libraries.
Their research project might not be in a library.
We're breaking into the building
You
where
don't-
their research project is.
That's definitely not quiet, so no, I will minus a point for that. Roll me D10.
2.
That's a good beginning. I think chat has
Yay.
a name. Bright Knight. Done.
And that's because their name's like Devin White or Knight. and so
Sure.
bright is there.
Roll me d6.
1.
Oh, you learned something new about them. Roll in the keywords table.
Ooh, nice. 76.
You said you had it open, right? So you can add a new keyword, or you can look it up? Okay.
I cannot add one, but I can look it up for sure.
I can add to your sheet, that's why.
76 would be patient.
That tracks. That really does track. Roll me d10 again.
Yep. 5.
That's weird. So
Things are getting weird, though.
Your middle for you is always weird. Like, that's... I don't think you've ever had, like, a just...
That's kind of my
normal,
brand.
Like, good middle section. Go ahead.
5.
They tell you about 3 of their most hated enemies.
Good.
Yep. And at the end of the day, D10.
5. It's also weird.
It is also weird. So roll me D6.
6.
No, roll something else. You've gotten that one like 3 times.
1.
Okay, they're really into you and want another date. Skip the do they say they want another date and go straight to the aftermath sections.
Nice.
So, so we get 2 points here. Well, I guess it's the post-date review, which is yes, you get a point. And I think it's a D10.
I don't know Aftermath very well. 8.
They do contact you.
Nice.
So your total score for this date, 5, 6, 7, is 8 points. Which is
Nice.
much better than the, 5 you had before? Which is better than the 5 you had before?
3, but then I lost 3 from the other one, so 6 total.
It was 5.
Oh, yeah.
For the first date.
So
was
actually
5,
this
and then...
equals out
yeah.
entirely.
Yeah. Now, you could go on a 7th date if you would like.
I would not like to.
You're going to keep your total score as is.
Yes.
Okay. So your total for every date, that one was replaced, which dropped this one down. Let's see, so 5, 11, 10, 7, and 8. It's total 41.
Nice.
And that
Not bad.
it's really good. So when I...
Isn't it?
Did you say, is it?
I'm surprised.
Okay, when
Yeah.
I play tested this for my own, my first 2 days were only worth 2 points. Because I got a point for the district. I didn't match any of the keywords. I got a good beginning, which was 1 point, and they ghosted me in the middle. Twice. It happened on like 2, maybe 3 separate occasions. So I think my total score was like 29.
Alright.
I playtested this with somebody else. I think they got 32. So yeah, 41. 41's real good.
The audience loves me.
The audience really reacted well to these really weird dates where people openly admitted about their enemies and their tragic romances, and it's very, very captivating. So yeah, so then the way I guess the homebrew works in games, I will let you roll this, and I'm gonna just write it, I guess, on my sheet here. We would say it'd have like a bunch of different NPCs that are actually, They can't. None of the NPCs can actually beat your score. I originally did it as 5d6, but I think I'm gonna let them roll 6d6. But even at 66, the max they can get is 36, which is not going to beat a 41. Maybe it should be higher. Maybe it should be 8d6?
Sure.
I'm going to need testing.
So 48's the max.
I'm going to need some testing. Yeah. Because I feel like even getting up to 48, you're not going to get that high. But at least that gives it a chance. It was cold. It really sucked to be ghosted in the middle of the day. Though it made sense because the one that they ghosted me on, they started talking. What was it? I think we went to a really nice bakery and they just left. Or they went to the bathroom. That was like a weird date. It was like they went to the bathroom and never returned. And that was like, you know, start a new romance or whatever was the thing I got for like the beginning, the weird beginning. But then I got ghosted in the middle because I did just roll like the things before what the explanation was.
Yeah.
So it worked out really well. I can't remember the other one, but they worked out. But it was not. I got ghosted once at the beginning too. Because we went to Morrow Rock to watch the opening of the new steel doors or something, and they were like, no, fuck that. So one of my dates ghosted me at the beginning too. But I matched it. It was a new district, so I got 4 points for that one. So I didn't replace it because that was more than the 2.
On 8d6, I got 30.
Okay, which is still, it wouldn't beat you. It wouldn't be the second playtest.
Right.
It would have beat out my playtest, which is fine. So I think 8d6 is okay. Because even if you can't, or even if you don't succeed, there is a chance that, you know, the audience brings you back because you could get a second chance wild card thing.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Otherwise, you know what? If you failed, you failed, and you're gonna have to find another way to get onto that yacht if that was part of your job heist. Otherwise, who knows?
Oh, 10 plus 66, that's not a bad idea. Because then they have a base 10. Yeah, but those numbers work out because that works out to being 46.
Yeah, ideally I don't want them
a minimum
to be the player.
of 16. Right.
They would have beat my score, but ideally I don't want them to be the player. Now, if I had a bunch of players at the table competing at the same time, I think that would be hilarious to see who's, you know,
right,
which players actually
If you
win
did
that
the
week.
10 plus 66, your average score would be a 31.
I feel like that's too high.
Okay.
You rolled really well.
It did.
The beginning was rocky. The beginning 2 were rocky. But the rest of the dates you got you got really high scores. So, because most of the other playtests I
good
did
at interesting dates,
around
not
8,
good dates.
So, yeah. You didn't do that badly.
To be fair, all of my dates either didn't show up at all or they stayed throughout the whole date.
Yeah. And then you got those extra bonuses for the ones that were like, they would contact you and then didn't. So that helped your score too. So, yeah.
Yeah. Which I think works well with the narrative of the first 2 people not showing up at all. And then, like, people being like, yeah, I'd go out with them, and then ghosting me at that point.
Really? No. Some did, though. Some did agree to contact
Yeah.
you. Overall, what did you think?
I liked it. It was fun. And, I mean, like, fleshing it out and, like, you know, going through it more fully, I think you can have a lot of fun. And it can be very interesting. As a mini game, it can be short and quick, like we did it, or you can flesh it out to last an entire session. Yeah, I like it.
No. Or you can add it, I think, to like the beginning of a thing where, because these are like once a week, and if this is how your crew has decided to, you know, if you're all competing together just to see if you can be top, at the beginning of every day, you guys would roll your one day and then do your day as normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or that
Right.
could be your entire gig if you want. Or if you're trying to help each other every single week to make sure that like that person gets in, I'd absolutely allow like complimentary skill checks of being like, you know, if you got ghosted at the beginning, having one of your crew be like, can I show up instead? And like pretend to go on this date. Alright, let's play it out, see how it goes. Can I intimidate or persuade this person
Hi,
to
I'm
show
Suture.
up? Yes, absolutely. Roll me a d6, see how it goes.
Right. I also think it would be really fun, and I've never thought about it before, but to play a rocker boy that, like, their shtick is that they want to be a reality TV star, so they just go on a whole bunch of different reality shows.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that would be funny too, is like if your date was kind of like not going so well, you know, or they were thinking about leaving, it was like ghosted, and you had a rocker boy that's like, can I try to charismatic impact this fan? And it's like, you can try. But if they succeed too well, they're like, oh, you should stay with my buddy, they're great. The fan just talks about them the whole time, they don't give a shit about you. They stay for the date though.
Right.
But you might get bonus points for, you know, a celebrity appearing in your date vid.
Right.
So I think there are ways to make it
Which would make sense.
fun, even if things aren't going like the ghosted part, to try to prevent it from ending there if you have, you know, crew working together. Though I think working against one another could be equally entertaining.
Just sabotage each other's dates.
Totally possible too. Yeah, 100% if you wanted to sabotage each other, you could. Only 5 days count, and you get one date per week. So if everyone's like, I'm gonna go on my first date, and one person's like, I'm gonna sabotage every date, and like they're just gonna give up. They're gonna be like, nope, I've only got 6. It's fine. Let me go. Go for it.
You're off-roading in the Badlands, and your friend who's a nomad's like, I know a gang that can show up for that.
One of your enemies from your enemy life path shows up on your date.
Ooh, awkward.
Bum, bum, bum. So much you could do. Yeah, anything you think? What about you guys, chat? You let me know what you thought was it. I feel like we might have sped through this a little too fast.
I apologize.
That would be on me. But if you, I don't know if this is interesting to you, if you would play it, if there are things you think could be improved upon, games, if there's anything you think could be improved upon.
Not offhand. I think that the way it worked out makes a lot of sense for, you know, reality TV shows, and I think that it fits the archetype really well while still being very cyberpunk. So
I should also probably put a note somewhere. I'm gonna say this on Night City Sofa in case, so that down the road when I'm like, I had an idea that was really good. What did I say? I can watch this again. That depending on how good or bad your dates went, it could alter your reputation.
I love it.
I think for you, getting such a high score, what was it, 41 or something insane?
Yeah.
I'd increased your reputation by 1, if not 2 points. Because 1, you won the contest for that week.
Because people have seen the video.
You won the weekly contest. You were the winner, so your reputation is going to go up at least for a chunk of time. And I think because you did so well, because you got such a high point total, at least 3 dates were 10 or more. Yeah, you should get a 2nd point of reputation.
Yeah.
So,
which could make jobs harder.
It depends, yeah.
Like, show up at a job and they're like, hey, I think I saw you on that dating thing. You're the guy who got ghosted, aren't you? No, it's not me. Somebody else.
Heroic says, one thing about the digital dating DLC that my GM did that I liked was making a good day potentially grant humanity. Getting ghosted was minus. I'm not sure. I wouldn't do that for this. By all means, I would not do it for this. This is not a humanity lost game, like for reality show. Like you were going on these dates, not out of good intentions. They're out of purely selfish intentions. So, I don't think so. But I think if, for example, Games had, was playing this character and actually chose to continue with, like, one of the 2 dates that contacted him, absolutely. I think that's a fantastic idea for GMs, is to potentially give him a game. Or loss.
So, assuming I did this in the morning, right? The rest of the in-game day, I take a -1 to all social rolls for getting ghosted, or a +1 to social rolls for being in a good mood because it went well.
You could, you know what? That's not a bad thing. I suppose it depends on, like, maybe you should have a section for that too, of like, those are the keywords, this is the date that you've rolled, but you as a player have control over that date because this is the date that you've decided to go on. I've randomly rolled it, but this is the date that you've decided to go on. So, when during the day is this happening? When are you going, the road, like, was it jet skiing or off-roading? What corporate picnic lunch, I assume, is in the afternoon. What about shell hunting? They were so not into shell hunting. Lunch was too soon, we could say. You did a lot of vehicle-related activities, actually, man. Maybe you're a nomad and we didn't know it.
It's very possible.
But yeah, definitely fleshing it out. I think that's good, is that, if it went really well, if a GM wanted to give you some bonuses to your social checks, absolutely.
Yeah. Just like as a morale bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Or detriment.
Depending on how it went.
I've had a really bad day, alright?
If you've been
ghosted, my heart's just not...
At the beginning of date 3, I feel like at that point the audience is so on board, right? Where they're just kind of like cheering you on to get ghosted again, and if you ever actually got a date, they'd be so upset.
Especially if it went really well.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it would depend. I think if they ghosted you in the middle, though, like it would be one of those where it's like, ah, you ruined his streak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad chat enjoyed it. That is kind of the point of this silly little homebrew. I have to fix my little cards because those were wrong. I have to add the one weird thing section and then changing post-it review and aftermath because oops.
Yeah, that's true.
What did Heroic say?
I'd say, though, 100% chance of me ghosting if you were like, oh, by the way, this is going to be televised.
Yeah. There was one on a second playtest that I had someone do where the beginning, they got ghosted in the middle of the date too, but the beginning was like, you guys were talking about an edge running job that they had. So they were a fixer. Fixer was one of the keywords. That it was like they were talking about an edge running job, and then it was like ghosted mid-date, and that's exactly what it was. It was like, oh, by the way, this is for this reality TV show, and they were like, out. That or they were both competing,
so
and they were like
break into this corporation.
They were like mutually assured destruction. I'm filming. No, I'm filming. Should we just call it here? Yeah, we'll call it here.
Alright. Better luck tomorrow.
Yeah, good luck, man. So yes, that was Looking for Love. I'm gonna work on it a little bit more. If you guys have any suggestions, please feel free to yell them at me. So if there's anything you think of between now and, I don't know, early February, let me know, and that way I can patch it into this little minigame. Yeah, I think it could be fun. I think it could be fun for like a gig intro or just a one shot of you were going on dates. Let's see who wins there.
I would also do this like if everybody shows up and then like one person's gonna miss the game, you're like, well, we're all here now, so let's do a date thing.
Date competition. Go.
Do it as like a beach episode in an anime.
Yeah, that's true. And it doesn't have to be. I mean, like the premise behind this, because they try to give premises just to give people like ideas. Obviously, is like a few weeks of this reality dating show, but it could just be a media that's like a new media that's trying to get their ratings up, and they're like, I want to do this thing today or for this week. Can you guys help me out? And you just go on however many dates as you want for a week just to try to like boost this whatever.
Get the pilot picked up for the media.
Yep.
Well, thanks, Jess, for having me.
Thanks for being here, buddy. As always, thanks for being my guinea pig. Thanks for being a guinea pig.
Of course. Anytime.
System.
I'm good at testing things because I break them.
I don't think you broke anything.
Which is good. That's different for me.
I was almost concerned you were going to keep getting ghosted at the beginning, and I was really concerned that this wasn't going to be a legit playtest. Granted, my first two kept ghosting me in the middle, so I don't know. Maybe beginning dates just aren't great.
Aren't so good.
It's nervous. You don't know what you're supposed to be televising.
Right.
Yeah. And then you get ghosted twice and you're just like, fuck it, I don't care. And then, calm. Yeah, so the video will be up Sunday night on YouTube. So.
Nice.
Plenty of time to look it up. And that way, I don't know, maybe it'll be easier because technically the rules aren't here, but so again, if it went good at any part in the day, it's only worth 1 point. If it's weird, it's worth 2 because audience likes weird things. Unless it's at the end and then you get a good thing plus a weird quirk, and then that's worth 3. But yeah, any questions? If you guys want to, I don't know, have a real rough look at rules or you're curious about scoring, let me know. Reddit's probably the best place, I feel, to keep that all contained.
So weird to say.
What?
That Reddit, like, our Reddit's the go-to for this one.
I think so. I think so. Yeah. Oh.
Or MySpace. Edgerunners HQ does not have a MySpace.
Nope. And it never will. I say that now. Watch. World burns and
I'm gonna set one up
MySpace will
right
be
now.
the only thing that's left available. But with that, unless there are any other questions, I think that will cover it for this episode. But yeah, or I guess come Sunday night, you can comment on YouTube. I will definitely see it on YouTube, the video comments. So I guess between now and then, Reddit. Otherwise, YouTube would probably be the best place. If there's anything you'd like to see, if you enjoyed seeing these little like, hey, this is the homebrew Jess is creating segments, let me know, and we'll try to do more of those as they come up. Otherwise, you can find me over on Blue Sky, posting a lot of Cyberpunk RED and life stuff, things. You can head on to patreon.com if you want to support the show and or get access to homebrew that's released that's absolutely free. If you sign up as a Street Rat or Ed Joiner, you get it released 1 week early. Twitch, of course, here for live streams, YouTube for all other video content. And Night City Civil will return next week to hopefully discuss January's Cyberpunk RED DLC. I believe it should be out by next week.
Hopefully.
It's the last week of January, so it should be out.
We make no promises.
My fingers are crossed, because if it's not out, I don't know what the show's going to be. It'll be a wild card. And I guess last thing is just a reminder that the Art Talsorian store re-released or revamped their store page.
A makeover.
I was gonna say reopened. It's
For
like
their store
it's
page.
grand reopening, but it's digital page, so not quite.
A beautification.
They beautified the store page, and you should go and check it out at talsorianstore.com. And just a reminder, if you purchase anything through the web store directly, you can use code EHQ and get 10% off your order. That's it for me. Games, am I forgetting anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Stay safe. Stay warm. I know we're in a cold snap, so please, everybody, stay warm. Stay safe. And until next time, yeah, for now.